We're recording.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 123 Wrestling. I am your main host for the evening, Nick Slade, along with my number one minion for this evening, Kristen. Yeah, and as you see, is because I am in charge this evening. We know we're going back to the Impact Zone, but it's no longer just Impact Wrestling. It's now TNA, TNA, TNA. As we all know, TNA is hard to kill. So we are going to give our predictions for TNA Hard to Kill 2024. Are you as excited as I am, Kristen?
Ecstatic. I kind of miss your
Yeah,
Steven Seagal background, honestly.
I can change it to that.
No. Predictions, we'll leave it like
No,
this. When it comes
no,
to
I'll
the
do it for the
actual
paper. I'll
show,
do it for the pay-per-view. I'll
yeah.
do Steven
But
Seagal.
make sure to slap a big TNA on the background, just so everybody knows.
I don't have Photoshop skills like Mo does.
Look at MS
But
Paint, dude.
yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm a busy man, damn it. I'm sexy looking man too. Look at this nice shirt. But yeah, let's do a little road so far. At Bound for Glory, they had the really surprising and awesome announcement that Impact was going to rebrand back to TNA. And since then, they have been slowly rebranding everything back to TNA. All the titles are now TNA. The logo, the Twitter, they still got the handle Impact, but the handle would change soon, I'm sure.
Mhm.
And they've been slowly introducing all the new belt designs, which all look really nice. They all look really cool because TNA's always been had good belts,
Right.
and they are bringing in some really cool people for this show. Uh, Bringing like Alex Hammerstone and the Grizzly Young Veterans. They signed Kushida and
Mhm.
Trent Seven. Those are both good signings. Okada is going to appear on the TV tapings after this pay per view, so that would be cool. So TNA, and this is actually a much bigger arena than they're normally in. They are in the what's the name of the venue? The Palms Casino Resort. And I just saw on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, that because of popular demand, they're opening more seats. They're opening more seats, so they're gonna have a big crowd. They're sold out. So I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, according to
So
this, I'm on the same Wikipedia page you. Apparently, Top Dollar is going to be showing up.
yeah, he's going to be performing with was some rapper. I'm not very
DJ
up on
Woo
my rap.
Kid.
DJ Woo Kid. They're promoting their music video "We Outside" with the S being a dollar sign because they're
That
gangster like that.
That's great. I'm gonna probably have my brother mute that part because we're avoiding copyright.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with DJ Woo Kid. I'm sure some people out there are. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first three matches are on the pre-show, which is exclusive on TNA Plus, which we currently don't have, but we can still talk about
Ooh.
the matches.
It never ain't
So the
getting
first,
more of my money.
yeah, sorry, things are tough in this economy. Blame inflation, blame the government. So first up, we got a match. I mean, the first two are just matches for the sake of being matches, but they're still gonna be good. Like Rich Swann versus Steve Macklin,
Hmm.
two former TNA World Champions, right there. We got Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers taking on Eric Young and freaking Kazarian, kind of going back to last year's feud between Edwards and Kazarian.
Hmm.
Yeah, in recent months, Edwards and Myers performed a little tag team alliance with each other. And
Right.
Eric Young, of course, he's returned at Slammiversary. Yeah, it was Slammiversary. He's been a face, so he's been nice to team up with Kazarian. But the match matters most here on the pre-show is Tommy Dreamer defending the Digital Media Championship against Crazy Steve. Now, back in Feast or Fired, Crazy Steve won the briefcase for the Digital Media title. He attempted to cash it in. Let me get the date for that. Let me just go ahead and read this here. Yeah, week one of Impact 1000, Crazy Steve secured briefcase one, Feast or Fired, which guaranteed him a Digital Media Championship match. Steve had become more maniacal and dark at this point after a revealing three-part interview that ended in chaos, leading him to turn his back on Decay partner Black Toros and Digital Media champion Tommy Dreamer. On the October 5th episode, Impact Dreamer attempted to talk sense into Steve by reminding him of their shared history when the latter first arrived in TNA. The two would share a hug, but Steve ultimately stabbed Dreamer in the back with a fork, so he literally stabbed him in the back.
Mm,
with a fork. The
that's
two would have
regular.
their title match a month later on Impact, which ended in a disqualification when Dreamer stabbed Steve in the face with the same fork.
Oh.
So this was his cash-in match. Which Crazy Steve won, but it was by disqualification, so he did get the title. So TNA announced on December 22nd that a rematch would be set for the Countdown to Hardcore pre-show, and this time it would be a no disqualification match.
Mm.
So these two have been going back and forth. Crazy Steve has, pardon the pun, gotten more crazy in recent months. He's gotten darker so much forward. He abandoned Decay. He abandoned his friendship with Tommy Dreamer. And now all he wants is that digital media title.
Mm.
And since this is a no DQ match, and Dreamer's held the belt for a little while, and he's getting up there. I think they're gonna put Crazy Steve over. I think Steve's gonna win digital media title.
I guess I'll go the opposite just to have fun. I go Tommy Dreamer will probably retain and
I mean,
probably
he might.
send and probably to write off Crazy Steve will probably throw him in a mental institution or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad it's a great Crazy Steve's getting something because he's legally blind,
Yeah, I
and
know.
he
I've
can
heard the stories.
and he can still wrestle really well. All right, so I'm going with Steve. You're going with Dreamer. So the first official match here on the card,
Which will
a
probably be an
fatal.
X Division match, let's be honest.
Well, this one at least is a fatal four-way match for the TNA World Tag Team Championships, as the champions ABC, Chris Bay and Ace Austin, will be defending the titles against the Rascals, Zachary Winston, Trey Miguel, Speedball Mountain of Mike Bailey and Trent Seven, and the debut of the grizzled young veterans of Zach Gibson and James Drake.
Speedball.
So
Speedball
this is gonna
Mountain.
be great. Speedball Mountain, yeah, I like that
Just
too.
imagine this. What's that giant thing careening towards us? Is that a mountain?
That's a mountain. So yeah, December. I mean, that's the background I got for that. December 18th, TNA began to advertise a surprise appearance by free agents Hard to Kill. 8 days later, on TNA social media accounts, it was revealed that former WWE Tag Team Grizzly Young Veterans would make their TNA debuts at the event. They were later announced as challenging for the titles alongside the Rascals and Speedball Mountains. So this is kind of thrown together match, just showcase Grizzly Young Veterans. Now, since this is a four-way match, it's hard to tell who if anyone's. I don't think the Rascals are going to get the title back anytime soon. And I don't know if Grizzly Young Veterans will win their debut. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. So that's what makes it kind of hard. What do you think?
There's always this thing with these tag team title matches at these TNA pay-per-views is that it could easily retain or they can do in true TNA style, just give it to somebody. Like the last one, it was Subculture that took them.
Yeah, Subculture won it.
Yeah, so like here I freaking it could be any of them. Like and it's not one of those each of them has a reason. No, it could be TNA goes, let's make it a surprise win like we usually do. Ooh, surprise. Um
Mm,
I guess because I feel like they've deserved another chance to show what they got. I'm gonna go with grizzled young veterans to win.
yeah, I'm also going to go with the Grizzly Young Veterans. I'm hoping
Oh come on,
this is
you
a
gotta do
first
the grizzled.
Grizzled Young Veterans.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to go with them. They haven't officially signed with TNA, but I hope they do because I think they'd fit really well. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Grizzled Young Veterans. Now this next match, I'm looking forward to this one. So let me get the backstory for this. Where are you?
I can describe
No,
it. It's technical prowess versus big.
Big Bad. So on January 2nd, former Major League Wrestling star and former World Heavyweight Champion in MLW, Alex Hammerstone, who
Jesus
recently
Christ,
became
what
a
a
free
fucking
agent.
name.
Yeah, I know, Alex Hammerstone, who recently became a free agent, issued an open challenge on social media to any wrestler in the world who could push him to his limits. The following day, Josh Alexander put his own challenge out to Hammerstone for a match at Hard to Kill, which TNA later made official. So Hammerstone recently left MLW. He had a huge run there, second longest reigning MLW World Champion in their history. He was the dominant guy there. Now he decided to leave MLW, and now he's making this awesome appearance at TNA against Josh Alexander. I think it's going to be an awesome match. I hope Hammerstone signs with TNA. I think he fit in really well. This is a guy. I don't know how familiar you are with Hammerstone, but this is a guy you can build a company around. He's big, he can move, and he can talk. He's got it all.
All I know is what the man looks like, and he literally has veins on top of veins on his legs. On his legs. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I
I've
mean,
been actually following him for a long time
mm,
since his days in it was the Vegas indie promotion called Paragon Pro Wrestling, which unfortunately is not around anymore. I just happened to catch that on local T. I happened to get a channel that was local to Vegas somehow on my satellite, and it showed Paragon Pro Wrestling. I was watching because Gangrel's on there. So, and he was impressive there. And now I've been following his career when he dominated MLW, and now he's here in TNA.
yeah, it looks like he bench pressed two gangrels to get as fit as he is. Fucking hell.
I
Obviously,
don't
I
know.
think. Oh, I can go. I'll explain my reasoning if you
Oh
want.
yeah, go ahead. Go
I'll
ahead.
go with Hammerstone. Like if you are right and they're trying Impact's kind of trying to nudge Alex and Hammerstone into like, oh, it's a battle of the Alexes. It's right fucking there. It's the battle
Josh
of the
Alexander.
Alexes. It's the battle
Well,
of the Alexes.
his full ring name used to be Alexander Hammerstone, but he shortened it to Alex Hammerstone.
Damn it, it could have been Battle of the Alexanders. Anyways, no, I feel like it would be Hammerstone if this is anything to show off what he's capable of, but also probably nudge him towards signing with TNA. By the way, I'm
Yeah,
still trying to get used to saying TNA instead of Impact. Um, but no, Hammerstone. I want to see what this guy's capable of. Like I said, I've only recently heard about his stuff and heard like he just left like MLW and like I've seen the photos of the man and good lord, it looks like he took the steroid equivalent of Popeye's spinach. Like fucking hell, man.
yeah, it wouldn't hurt Alexander to lose because right now he's kind of in a place where he's not really doing anything. Uh, After failing to regain title from Alex Shelley.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think Hammerstone. I wouldn't think they would showcase Hammerstone like this if they didn't think they could sign him. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Alex Hammerstone to win also. So
Yeah.
next up, in a Knockouts Ultimate X match to determine the number one contender to the TNA Knockouts World Championship, we have just Giselle Shaw taking on Zia Brookside, taking on Jody Threat,
Oh.
taking on Tasha Steele, taking on Alicia Edwards, and taking on their newest signee, Danny Luna, who won their what's their version of Tough Enough? I'm trying to remember what it's called. I can get it to work.
Mm.
There it goes. Yeah, she participated in their British boot camp. I can't remember what it's called.
Hmm.
But yeah, they recently signed her, and if y'all's familiar with her, I think she appeared in NXT UK.
Yeah, I know who
Get my
Danny Lewis is. I'm
Yes, she
surprised
did.
by Zaya Brookside. I thought she was still with WWE.
No, she was another person that yeah, TNA has picked up a number of people who got kicked out in NXT UK when defunct.
Well, you talk more about the match. I'm gonna look up what happened with her.
Let me get the thing. Okay. So December 20th, TNA announced the return of the Knockouts Ultimate X match, where the winner will receive a future TNA Knockouts title match. On January 1st, they announced Giselle Shaw will be the first participant. Former WWE wrestler Zia Brookside was announced the next participant. This is her TNA debut. So
Hmm.
she's debuting for TNA in this match. Joey Threat was announced the third participant. Then Tasha Steele, who won the first Knockouts Ultimate X match, so that's the fourth participant. Alicia Edwards was fifth. And then the final participant was revealed to be Subculture member Danny Luna. She's the third member now, Subculture with them. So yeah, the winner of this will face the winner of Trinity Grace, which we'll get to later. So no, picking a winner out of this is hard because we don't know who's going to win the ladder match. Well, Trinity and Grace are both faces, so I kind of assume a heel's going to win, but you never know. Tasha Steele won the first Knockouts Ultimate X match. Honestly, it could be any one of them who could win this.
Okay, so I looked
It's
at
kind of
more. Oh, oh yeah, we'll go. I'll talk about the Zaya thing later. Okay, I mean, so like you say, it could go. In traditional TNA fashion, it could go either which way. Um, hmm.
depends on. I can literally see any of these people winning. I don't know if Tasha Steele will win a second Ultimate X match, but it could happen.
How long has Zaya been wrestling for TNA? Because I'm looking it
This is
up,
her,
and this is her debut match.
yeah, this is her debut match.
Okay. I mean, I can see Jody Threat winning it. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll go
yeah,
Jody
Jody Threat.
Threat.
Yeah, yeah, I can see Jody Threat winning this. Because she could be a good opponent for either Trinity or Grace. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'll go with that. We'll agree on that.
So yeah, to bring up Zaya Brookside, yeah, what happened was she was one of the people released after they decided to can NXT UK. She was one of the people who got released. Then she returned to
Mhm.
Stardom alongside, ironically enough, Mariah May, and then had her final match apparently sometime in 2020. Oh, I think somebody wrote this wrong, but apparently had her final match like in 2023 in Stardom, and she officially announced like yeah. So I'm gonna see where it goes. Yeah, but I'll go with Jody Threat. She feels more recent compared to the other knockouts. Like, I mean, it's Zaya's first match, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to her as like a big, like, out of nowhere thing, considering they only, yeah, they only revealed her that she was going to be part of this match through their social media channels. But yeah, I'll go with Jody Threat on this one. Because really, if you look at it, it really depends on like who may or win well, no, never mind. That's a spoiler for my decision for the Knockouts World Title later. No, I'll go with Jody Threat. I'm gonna stick with Jody Threat. What about you? You going with Threat as well?
Yeah, I'll go with her as well. Because honestly, yeah, it could go anyway. So let me see. Yeah, next up we got Dirty Dango, who just announced he re-signed with TNA, is going to take on the monster, the Perfect Creation One PCO. Let me pull up the thing.
Who was dominant at Bound for Glory when it looked like he may not be re-signing with the company. Eh,
Yeah, and he is
ironic.
trying to find background on this match. I cannot find it. I know that Dirty Dango. I mean, they probably just messed with him because I don't remember how this got set up. I thought this link here would lead me to it, but no.
The,
And my internet's going slow too.
Here, let me look it up. You think about you talk about like who may win.
I think
How,
PCO is gonna win.
why is that?
Although
Okay,
we have to also keep in mind, Dirty Dango does have Alpha Bravo and the former Vladimir Kozlov in his corner.
let's see. No.
Oleg Prudius. That's how you say it. I don't speak Russian. I can. There we go. The French Canadian Frankenstein. Come on, internet. That's the same thing that says on their website. Yeah, TNA Hard PCO will rise again, stepping up to the French Canadian Frankenstein will be the brash and arrogant Dirty Dango, who will surely inform the world of his feelings towards the sport of pro wrestling. PCO scored a dominant victory on the final Impact branded event, Final Resolution, and one can only imagine just how horrific his action will be on a new era on January 13th. On
Okay,
Saturday, January 13th, TNA Wrestling is back with Hard to Kill.
okay. PCO because he Dango like almost immediately lost in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I'll go PCO. I won't be surprised if
Yeah,
Dango wins, but like PCO.
he'd have to cheat though. He's got two guys in his corner though.
Hmm.
But I'll go with PCO. So this one's pretty simple. This was going to be a showcase match, a three-way for the TNA X Division Championship. Chris Sabin will be defending the title against the AAA Mega Champion El Hijo del Vikingo and the new one of the newest signings to TNA, Kushida.
Mm,
So this is going to be awesome. Three of the best high flyers in the world going at it. Oh
yes.
no, but who's going to win?
I
See,
will. Oh,
honestly, you want to go ahead?
I know you go. Go. Host first.
I could see Kushida winning, especially now that he's part of TNA officially. But I really think that Chris Sabin is going to eventually cash in option C. So I think Sabin's going to retain.
Uh, exactly what I was gonna say. If anybody's gonna win this match, it's probably from Sabian. It's gonna be Kushida because he just recently signed. But I'm still going with my theory that the main event of Rebellion this year is going to be Sabian versus Shelley, a clash of the mega machine guns.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, how to go, but yeah,
But yeah,
it should
I
be
was gonna say
good.
this is probably gonna be a match of the night.
More than likely, but like, who knows? I mean, if they let that freaking tag title match go, I mean, it could be like that could be the standout. Considering
Mm-hmm.
everybody involved in that match.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, so we're agreeing that Chris Sabin's gonna retain. So
Yeah.
next up for the Knockouts World Championship, we have the champion Trinity taking on Jordan Grace, who's cashing in her Call Your Shot Gauntlet title match. So this one is kind of difficult. So part of me, I originally thought maybe Trinity was going to retain,
Mhm.
but now there's rumors. There are rumors. I know Mo's usually like rumors, but he's not here to stop us. There are rumors that Trinity is thinking about going back to WWE and that her time with TNA may be almost up. So I could see them giving the belt back to Grace.
Eh.
It kind of depends what Trinity's future is going to be.
That's the problem. TNA always has their sure to throw the title on for a bit, people. Like Eddie Edwards, Jordan Grace, Deonna Purrazzo. Well, we already know now Purrazzo is now signed with AEW, but like, yeah, it's so weird when they do that. Like, I mean, to be fair though, I'm assuming she announced she thought about if the rumors are true about her re-signing with WWE, I'm assuming that was like last month or something like that.
It would have to
Maybe.
be if they want her to debut at the Rumble.
But they set this up back at Bound for
Redebut.
Glory, if you remember. Like, as soon as Grace won, she automatically challenged Trinity for at Hard to Kill.
Yeah.
So, like, they could have rebooked this to have Grace win, but like, this is what I mean about like the Ultimate X match. Is the Knockouts Ultimate X matches. The problem we have with choosing whoever is it really depends on like if Trini really is going back to WWE. Let's not forget too, this year's Royal Rumble is in her home state of Florida as
Mm-hmm.
well. So they could be wanting a monster pop for the women's division, and there's already rumors about like AJ Lee maybe training to make a surprise appearance at Royal Rumble. Sorry, spoilers, I guess, but she's been teasing that all over her socials lately. So I don't know. I could see the Trinity turn back into her FKA Naomi, making it her return at Rumble. I think it goes back to what I originally said, and we'll get to after we're done talking about the matches, is about like I think it's up to Monet where she
Mm-hmm.
winds up. If Monet winds up in TNA, first off, that is a big signing. But secondly, I don't think Trinity would going anywhere. Like they're best buds. They left the company together because booking was dicking him over with the women's world tag titles. So she could stay if Monet decides to come. And the only reason Monet reportedly gave that big multi-figure offer, the only reason she would turn to DVDs is to get that like the biggest offer signing it would money they would give a WWE superstar is I think she's just fucking with WWE, in my opinion. In my opinion, because like
You
apparently
don't
it will
think she
be
was serious about that offer?
yeah. Yeah. I don't know if she was being serious or seeing how far WWE's willing to go to take her back. Because apparently, like, Charlotte already got a massive contract for renewing her for renewing as well, even though she's gonna be benched for like 3/4 of this year,
Yeah.
reportedly.
Well,
So that's what it sucks. It
I think
sucks
they
about this
usually
match.
add time off injured to your contract, don't they?
I believe so. Oh yeah, like with Brody.
Mm.
Um So, yeah, it's this one's difficult. Like, has she ever taken on Jordan Grace before? Is this her first time?
Well, no. Let me see. Actually, let me see real quick.
Yeah. I
She
mean, I
beat
can make
Gianna
my decision based off of that. I can
Prazo.
make my decision based off of that.
She beat Deanna Prazo. She's held it since. I'm trying to remember. I could have sworn she faced Jordan Grace. Let me check that out real quick.
Gonna go to
I
cage
can
match or
get.
some shit like that?
I'm thinking it might have been one of the monthly specials.
If it, oh, okay.
Let me see.
I mean, I like I
It
said,
would have been
yeah, I'll
Merchant.
continue talking while you look. Yeah, it really just depends on that factor. Like how much, like I know Trinity's probably not asking for the same amount Mercedes is, and like while they are friends, I don't think that's gonna ultimately determine where Trinity signs or resigns with. Like if she retains here, then we
Yeah,
know our. If she retains here, we kind of know our answer. Because let's not forget, 2 years ago, what WD pulled with Mickey James.
yeah.
So
What
like
else could be
they could pull that kind of surprise again.
Razo?
But then on the other hand, if she
Okay,
does
so no.
resign, yeah, she could just stick with here. I mean, the women's division WWE isn't exactly still like a standout. I mean, I could say it's easily better than AEW's women's division, but that's not really saying much.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it's gotten better. It's definitely
but it's
honestly, I
not.
feel like SmackDown's is better than Raw's right now.
But the thing is, it's not the division we're hoping for. We're still praying for. So did you look up to see?
I can't see an example of them not they haven't at least not they've not faced each other for the title. I know that for
Yeah,
certain.
yeah. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna say Trinity retains.
Mm,
I'll say Trinity retains, and that's based on the fact that I'm part of me's kind of hoping she decides to stay with TNA.
yeah,
She hasn't been there long, has she? She's been there since what, last summer?
she's been there since before Slammiversary.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think
no,
her time.
April. She's been there since last April.
Yeah, I don't think her time's done yet with TNA.
And
Yeah, I'm
also,
gonna.
she maybe the thing at the Rumble is like the deal with Mickey James because that is another thing we could talk about is the fact that TNA Plus is now being hosted by Endeavor, which is the owner of
We'll talk. I
WWE.
wanted to. I want to talk about that when we talk about the big signing thing. Everybody's gossiping about for Hard to Kill, because that factors into what I want to talk about.
I'm
But yeah, I'm good
leaning.
with Trinity
I'm gonna.
return.
I'm leaning either way, but I'll go with Tranny retaining because I don't know if she'll be leaving yet either. If she does, it'll probably be after Rebellion, depending if they sign her to like a year or so. I imagine they sign her to a full year. So yeah, I'll go with Tranny retaining. So in our main event for the evening, for the TNA World Championship, Alex Shelley will be defending the title against Moose.
Moose,
Moose, who's
Moose.
cashing in his Feast or Fired briefcase. Uh, he won it back the title back at Impact 1000. He got briefcase number 2, which ended up being the world title opportunity. Then at backstage at Bound for Glory, after his Monsters Ball match, he said he was going to cash in at Hard to Kill. He decided not to pull what he did with the Gauntlet, his Gauntlet opportunity and Sneak Attack. He said he was going to be a man about this time and challenge him ahead of time. And instead, when Alex Shelley retained against Josh Alexander, that set up Moose versus Shelley. Now, I think this is going to be a tough bout for Shelley, but I don't think Shelley's dropping that belt until he at least has his match with Saban.
Oh
So
yeah,
I think Shelley's going to retain.
it's copy and paste what I said about the X Division match, except replace Chris Sabin's name with Alex Shelley. Like it's basically, I think it's gonna be Shelley Sabin at Rebellion, for the world title. I don't know who would win it. I already know they fought each other a couple times before. Have fought each other a couple times before. So whether or not this is going to be a face heel dynamic, whether or not it's going to be two faces going at it, remains to be seen. We know Shelley has shown a little bit of heel tactics, especially
Yeah,
during his feud with Josh Alexander for Bound for Glory.
yeah, he was showing a bit of a paranoid side about holding on to the title, which I feel like if they go into that, where Shelley gets more and more paranoid, they could have him turn heel and shit, and then maybe Saban's like, "I gotta save for yourself," and he cashes in option C. That's
But
how I do it.
yeah, this is definitely Shelley's biggest challenge yet, both literally and figuratively.
Like, yeah, against
Um,
a former TNA World Champion, and
yeah, I see. Yeah, true,
yeah,
true. Yeah, true.
he held both versions of that belt.
Yeah, it would be ironic if he. Nah, yeah, Shelly. Fucking Shelly by a landslide for me.
Uh, yeah, I'm going to go with Shelly. Now, but of course, we got to talk about the big rumor. The big, well, it's not really rumor. They said
Oh,
that TNA announced they are going to have a major signing
the
announcement. A big name.
biggest signing in TNA history is what they've been saying.
Ooh, that's a big promise because they've had Kurt Angle, they've had Sting, they've had Booker T, Christian Cage. There's been Hulk Hogan for better or worse on that. Um, McFoley. There's been a lot of names who's been in and out of TNA over the years.
It's my favorite part.
Oh
Theor
man,
theorizing. This is my favorite part of the night.
I
Theorizing.
know. Man, I'm trying to remember who all the free agents are.
Okay, so
Uh,
it's just Google search it. Google search release WWE superstars in 2023, and you'll probably get a better idea.
well,
Oh wait,
I
hold
was
on. No,
originally
no. Actually, hold on a sec. I actually have a picture. I'm not joking. I legit have a picture. Let me see if I can find it. I do
well,
have a
one name
legit.
I was speculating was Nick Nemeth, but he showed up at Wrestle Kingdom, so he's at least going to be with New Japan first. But that doesn't mean he couldn't appear at TNA also. New Japan and TNA have a working relationship.
Yeah.
So Nick Nemeth could be one. Another one would be Okada, but they already announced him for the TV tapings. Like, why would you announce for TV tapings if he was going to be a surprise signing? And I don't know what Okada's standing with New Japan is right now because he's still 1/3 of the openweight 6-man champions, along with Tanahashi and Ishii. So I don't know if it's
There, I
Okada.
just sent you the list of the released WWE superstars who were officially cleared free agents as of December.
Mustafa Ali would be a good one, but I don't see him being big enough name for them to make that big of a deal. I don't
I
know.
so here's the two theories I've heard roaming around. Theory one, it is Mercedes. Well, this is my theory, but I think it could be true. Mercedes Monet. She has been very
Mm-hmm.
vocal recently on socials, teasing like her at like a wrestling gym where has a WWE background, like a WWE like banner background. She's teased about like how this is going to be a great year for her. We talked about the astronomical price tag she put on herself for WWE to get her to re-sign with them. So like Trinity is in TNA as well. We know they're best friends. They've been through a lot together, especially after their
Mm-hmm.
walkout. So with that being said, it could be that. Mercedes Moné is a big
Yeah.
signing if you think about it. She's like currently one of the most talked about free agents, female free agents in pro wrestling right now. One of the most next to like Julia, but Julia is not like her thing's not even her contract's not even over till like March if I remember reading that right. Julia from Stardom.
And it looks
By
like
the
she's
way,
leaving, and it looks like
yeah,
she's leaving WWE.
maybe we'll still have to wait and see on that. So that's why I think if it's a big star, I think it's Mercedes Moné. I mean, or Okada. We
Yeah.
don't know.
It,
It could
it
be
could be
Okada.
it could be Okada, but why would you announce? Okay, maybe that could be like them announcing him for the TV tapings. I did think that was weird. Why would you have Okada for TV tapings without the pay per view? Um,
That
and
could be a
maybe
surprise that
it's just
he's signed with TNA.
maybe that could be a red herring.
Could be.
Maybe them announcing him just for the TV tapings could be a red herring to show he's. I don't know what his current contract status is with New Japan. Um, he won his match against Danielson. He's still 1/3 of the never open weight 6-man champions.
Yeah.
So, but considering TNA and New Japan,
Nick. Oh, okay. There you are.
I'm back.
Okay, you were saying?
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by my terrible internet connection. Um, Okada, TNA, and New Japan do have a working relationship, so he could easily appear in TNA for a lengthy period of time if they wanted to, and still work in New Japan.
True.
It is interesting. I think Monet and Okada are probably the two biggest names. Nick Nemeth could be one.
Mm,
I mean,
I
he's the former world champion. He's still a name.
I still think he's New Japan strongbound, honestly.
Yeah, but he could still do both.
Mm. But this is we gotta remember the wording on the original banner, which was like their biggest signing in TNA history. So like that's why
To
I'd
me,
say it's Monet.
Monet would not fit that because she's not as big as Angle. She's not as big as Sting. The only name I can think of that would be on their level, at least to us, would be Okada.
So we're okay, so if it's a wrestler, we're both agreeing it could be either Okada or possibly a Monet.
Oh yeah, it's interesting you say that because there are some people speculating it's not a wrestler. That the
That
biggest signing could be a new TV network.
that's theory number two, what I wanted to get to, which
Yes.
is there is talk about like what could be if it's not a wrestler, maybe a TV deal.
Mm-hmm.
One big one I've heard talked about because apparently TNA is rumored to be changing the name what they call pay-per-views, similar to what WWE has, which lets people speculating that maybe TNA has reached some kind of new deal with WWE, like an
Yeah.
actual collaborative deal. So that's another thing it could be, and could the biggest signing in TNA history could be for the first time in the history of both promotions working with each other, like on an official capacity. So that's the other
That would
rumor
be
I've
cool
heard.
because
And it would
we got to
explain
remember
how
this is no longer Vince McMahon. There's no.
well, because there's also the Endeavor thing as well. But go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say people need to remember this is not Vince McMahon's WWE anymore. This is Triple H, Nick Khan, Endeavor WWE. So the idea of WWE working with another major promotion is not outside the realm of possibility anymore. So a WWE TNA working together that could happen.
Yeah, no, that's another one. Yeah, it's like it could be like I said, it's either a wrestler or a big signing. It just says big signing. If you look up, I don't know if I can look up here, like Hard to Kill, big announcement. Hard to Kill, 2024 big announcements. Uh, new title match, venue revealed, big match for Venture announce. Here it goes. Here it goes. Yeah, here it goes. The banner. Worlds will collide on January 13th. You won't believe who is showing up, is what it says.
You won't believe what?
You won't, Worlds will collide on January 13th. You won't believe who is showing up.
That's interesting. They say worlds will collide.
Thank you. And
That's
that's where a lot
interesting.
of people are also thinking the WE rumor that they're working out, they have a new collaborative deal with, because think about it. What's one thing? Oh, no, wait, no, that's the TNA thing. No, wait. Okay, except for that, my thing I won't say out loud to jinx us. Yeah, it could be. I think it could be some form of collaborative effort with WWE. That could be a
Man,
pay-per-view. That could be like them lending a big WWE wrestler over to TNA for a bit. Like you won't believe it. Like who is signing is because I think it's somebody big from WWE. It could be somebody big from WWE. Like it could be somebody that's currently signed with them, but shows up. Like think about it. For all we know, fucking AJ Styles could be showing up this
I
Saturday.
was gonna say it could be AJ Styles.
Like if anything, that would definitely help WWE in the long run and help TNA. TNA, of course, AJ Styles is technically a TNA slash Impact original. You
Well,
know,
not technically.
he's
He's
also
the original.
yeah, he's also lasted longer in WWE than he has with TNA as well, but he's definitely more known for his TNA stuff. And he's already a Grand Slam in WWE. And at the same
He's
time,
a
it would also help promote his match, his fatal four-way match at the Rumble.
yeah, he's also Grand Slam in TNA.
Exactly. Like you won't believe who's showing up because I think it's somebody who's currently signed with WWE. That could be it. Like I said, it's two
Mm.
things. It's either a
And
legit free agent that everybody's expecting, or it could be a big collaborative effort in some way, shape, or form. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
either one would be cool.
Oh, I feel like we're gonna have that kind of reaction I had for Danielson, when he showed up at that all out years ago.
We never
Um,
hyperventilated.
yes. Um, but nah, it could be anybody. Like Okada, like you said, Okada could be a red herring. Like him showing up is one thing, but him showing up as at Hard to Kill as being the big signing is a huge deal. It's a
Hmm.
much bigger collaborative effort with New Japan, and on top of that, you have the one of the current biggest stars of modern New Japan signed with TNA. Like a company up until
Hmm.
recently, he detested because of what they did to him the original time he was in the Impact Zone. So
Yeah,
like
different management.
it could be anybody or it could be anything collaborative wise. Those are the 2 points it comes down to. I mean, either way, I'm
Hmm.
psyched to see what happens. Like, I'm more excited for Royal Rumble, in my opinion. Like, this TNA thing, it could be anything. Like, Kiss Demon could be showing up again, you know?
Kiss Steven.
That's still one of the
Yeah,
biggest shockers in, like, the last couple of years. You've been having me watch TNA pay-per-views. It's the fucking
Kiss
Kiss
Steven
Demon.
showed up.
The fucking, like, what?
But yeah, so yeah, I'm very much. So I think we kind of talked about it before what's going to be the best match. I think it's going to be the X Division match.
Mm.
But you're saying the tag team title match could be a show stealer.
If they let it go. We know how TNA tag title matches work. We get as much as they can cram into, like, in my opinion, more time, not a lot of time that they're given. It could be great. Or they can get all the time in the world. It could be fucking spectacular. Because look at all the people in that
Oh yeah.
match. So you got some top level, top level talent in that match.
Hmm.
Like, fucking, I never thought Mike Bailey and Trent Seven should team up, but here we fucking are now in the year 2024.
Speedball Mountain.
The weird
What a
visual.
that's a great name too.
But no, I'm
Speedball
I'm gonna
Mountain.
stick with my gut for now. I'm gonna say the X Division match as well. Saban's
Hmm.
great. We've already seen how amazing fucking Big Kingo is, and Kushida is always amazing. So like I'll go with the X Division match. So any other matches could easily be like a standout. Like we could see Alex Hammerstone literally go Bane on Josh Alexander in this match.
Just break his back.
Yeah,
I broke the bat.
exactly that. Oh, break the bone.
I broke
Something
the
like
bat.
I don't know, but yeah, I'll go with the X Division match and title match.
All right. Well, before we wrap things up, do you have any other thoughts about TNA Hard to Kill?
No, a majority wanted to say was around the big signing theories.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this. Like I always look forward to TNA, but this really does feel like a new chapter, like a
Hmm.
new, new year, new me, new TNA. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'll
You want
let
me
you
to
go
wrap
ahead
it?
with that.
Okay.
You're so good at it. You're just so good at it.
Yeah. Other than that, if you're new to the channel, folks, you can hit the like button if you want to talk to us more about stuff like this. Comment down below if you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about TNA wrestling, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well. Let us know what you think what your predictions are for TNA Hard to Kill 2024. What do you think is gonna be the best match of the night? What do you think is gonna be the best moment of the night? Who do you think, or what do you think is going to be the big signing when worlds collide? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our predictions overall, but most importantly, we thank you for watching. Now, of course, Nick, where can they find you aside from this channel elsewhere on the internet?
Well, of course, you can go find me over on socials, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the XX baby. But also, I happen to work for another great YouTube channel called the Y Files. I'm on their writing and research team. So yeah, go ahead and check them out. They cover all kinds of cool mysteries. They cover government cover-ups, UFOs, monster sightings, all that fun stuff. But don't just go check out their YouTube channel. Go to their website, thewhyfiles.com. Go get yourself a Hecklefish t-shirt. You know you want to. You know you do. So go do it. Get yourself a Hecklefish plushie too. Why not? World's about to collide.
And of course, guys, if you want to check it out, we do have last year's reactions to Hard to Kill with 2023 edition, as well as we also have World's End reactions. I believe Wrestle Kingdom should be out sometime around when this comes out. We'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah. So you guys, and then of course our Hard to Kill reactions.
Our best of.
And our best of as well. And yeah, and our Hard to Kill 2024 reactions will be out sometime next week. But until next time, though, I'm Kirsten.
Yeah. I'm Nick Slade.
And this has been a TNA fueled episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling. And we will see you guys later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.